Halo guys, balik lagi bersama gue Esa Hanis. Kali ini kita masuk Back to the Future the Game episode 5 atau episode terakhir, yaitu tentang Outatime. Tanpa basa-basi, langsung saja masuk ke new gamenya. Yes, so guys, seperti biasa, ini terakhir Telltale Games. Ini gamenya banyak ya dari Telltale Games itu, tapi model-modelnya sama kayak Back to the Future the Game ini, model dialog atau cerita. Nah ini dia episode 5 All the Time. Ini kayaknya mapnya Hill Valley ya. Oh ini di tempatnya Dr. Emmett Brown. Nah bisa kelihatan dari ada akuarium, dan nggak tahu apa ini, banyak sekali kertas-kertas. Ada King Tenant. Oh ini main map meter. Oh kenapa ini dengan Marty tidur di sini? Kemarin tidak salah mau ke expo, pameran expo
Hello?
penelitian.
Marty, you're awake. Good.
Emmett, where are you?
I'm down at the expo. I snuck out early to avoid my pop. If he knew I was about to make a publicly scientific spectacle of myself, he'd hit the roof.
You let me sleep in, stay right there. You shot me quick. You stay right there.
Well, stay put. I'm on my way.
Great. But first, I need you to perform an important mission. On the table next to my law books, there's a device plugged into the wall.
I think I see it.
Is it glowing?
Yeah. Is that good?
Good. It's fantastic. Glowing means my static accumulator is charged up and ready for action. Bring it down to the high school and we'll... Damn.
What?
It's Edna.
But... Okay, Emmett. One static accumulator coming up.
Oke, kita ke school atau high school. Wow, hampir saja kita ditabrak sama Emmett tua.
Jeez, Doc. Watch out. You almost ran me over.
Sorry about that, Martin. This vehicle is sometimes difficult to control.
Yeah. Hey, are you okay? After that argument about Emmett last night...
I'm fine. Thank you for asking.
Jadi beda ya, Dr. Emmett yang tahu. That you fix the time circuit. Where have you been?
Where have you been all night?
I've been driving around, looking up old friends, thinking things over.
Okay.
So is that what I'm destined to build for the expo?
Yeah, it's a static accumulator. Emmett spent all night building it. Turned out he didn't really need to see Frankenstein after all. He just needed a little push. And some lightning.
Fascinating. I also had an epiphany last night.
Doc?
I realized that it wasn't Edna that made my life miserable.
Doc!
It was science.
But says whenever to you, Emmett can go back to Anna. Emmett can go back to
You can't
Anna.
want Emmett back with Edna. She used you to turn Hill Valley into a police state.
She used my science to turn Hill Valley into a police state. But if I don't become a scientist, she'll never get the chance to vent her crazier ambitions.
Matt, but he said, but science is everything to you.
You can't give up science. You love science.
Correction. My younger self loves science. But if Emmett doesn't go through with a demonstration at the expo, his dreams of being a scientist will dim just enough for Edna to step back into his life and steer him down another path.
Another man? Emmett Petty said.
Even if you screw up Emmett's chances at the expo, there's no way he'll give up science now. He's too committed.
You don't know me like I do. After he fails at the expo, he'll be in need of comfort. And Edna's already arranged a romantic little trip up to the lake.
Doc, I'm begging you. You haven't thought this through.
Haven't I? I guess we'll both find out. One thing's for sure, Emmett Brown's life will be a whole lot less complicated without a time machine in it.
No.
Wow. Simulatornya terbang
What the
sendiri.
hell? Where'd it go?
Marty dan Dr. Emmett terlempar. Grab Emmett static akumulator. Gimana nih caranya? Grab static accumulator. Ini cuma kedengeran suaranya. Oh ini nih.
Oh, come on.
Waduh, kita disuruh kejar-kejaran.
Here, little static thingy.
Oke. Masih belum bisa menangkap si Marty. Dan sekarang terbang di atas. Gimana ini menangkapnya ini?
I can't reach it.
Mungkin ada inventory. Tidak ada. Buka lagi hints. Masih sama. Oke. Waduh, kenapa ini cepat sekali?
I can't reach it.
Lampos. Oh,
I can't reach it.
masih belum bisa. Ini apa barusan?
Gotcha.
Oke. Nunggu deket dulu ternyata. Oke, lagi loading. Oh, ini di dalam sekolah atau expo-nya, expo science. Oh, banyak sekali ternyata di sini ya teknologinya. Oh, ini ada Arthur Gilligan, Edna, Parker. Kayaknya semua karakter ada di sini.
See a dream or two if you care to dream and dare to dream, your dreams can all come true. There's a world of wondrous wonder on display because the future is coming today.
Not bad, eh?
Sekarang Marty sudah
Bad
masuk.
at all, but I thought you fired her. I found a loophole. What kind of loophole?
Just a loophole. You're not the only one who's allowed to have secrets, you know.
All right, all right.
Say, don't you have to get that whatchamacallit to Emmett Brown's booth?
Huh? Oh, yeah, right.
Because the future is coming. It's almost
Oke,
here
ini
now.
ada
The
Trixie.
future is coming.
Ternyata
It's
tidak
getting
jadi
clear
dipecat
now.
sama
The
Arthur.
future is coming today.
Defend Emmett's boat and deliver the static accumulator. Emmet boat. Kayaknya Emmet yang mana nih boatnya? Coba kita cari dulu.
Inventions! Enlightenment awaits you under the sea.
And here he comes, right on cue. No doubt he'll try to talk you out of it, Detective, but you mustn't let your resolution waver.
Hello, Callahan.
What are you? Where's Emmet? Where is Emmet?
Where's Emmett?
What? Is he missing?
Don't you recognize a ploy when you see one? Now, do your duty.
Halo Halipedi. Maksudnya apa ini?
Wait a
Kenapa
minute,
ditutup?
that's Emmett's levitator up there.
Oh, don't be so modest. I'd say you deserve at least half the credit. It was you who tricked poor Emmett into breaking up with me. It was you who manipulated him into dropping my project in favor of this clear hazard to public safety.
And simply got it back on track. Emmet just his own path.
The electrokinetic levitator was Emmett's idea. I just helped. What's your point?
Oh, I think you know exactly what my point is. Emmett's invention isn't going to work, is it? At least not the way poor Emmett thinks it is.
How do you know this?
I had a very interesting chat with Carl Sagan last night. I found out who Harry Callahan really is, and where he comes from.
Is there something you want to tell me, Harry?
Why don't you call him by his real name? Yakov Smirnov,
Thanks a lot, Doc.
an anarchist, a foreign agitator bent on sowing chaos and destruction
Oh,
in the
ini
Hill
Edna
Valley
sudah
Expo.
dikasih tahu
And
Dok
you
Emmet
don't believe any of this bullshit, do you?
kalau dari
Sorry,
masa depan
Yakov, but
dan
I really
namanya
don't have a
bukan
choice.
Harry Callahan.
Very good. And now, arrest this subversive.
Apa kita akan ditangkap sama
Come
Parker?
here. Look, here's the thing. I happen to believe this dame's got a screw loose, but she's been getting some clout in town ever since that business with Kid Tannen.
But Emmett's gotta fly that electrokinetic levitator at this demo. His whole future depends on it.
And my future depends on making sure he doesn't. The chief reads her column religiously. Well, if I don't do what she says, she's gonna start a campaign to have certain tainted officers removed from the force.
Isn't there anything I can do?
Not unless you've got some dirt on Edna. Something that'll discredit her in the eyes of the law. Well,
I'll dig something up.
you do that. In the meantime, you and young Mr. Brown better... where is he anyway?
Wait, you haven't seen him?
Emmett? Has this foreign radical done something to my Emmett?
Maybe you should find him.
Oh, you're letting him go?
Ternyata Emmet
This
belum ada
radical
di sini.
subversive? Just like that?
Okay,
Dan Parker
so I gotta
membantu
find Emmett
Marty.
and do something about Edna.
Kayaknya nggak bisa ke sini. Oke, kita lewati. Coba ke clock ini.
I'm only giving this to Emmett. I think that's supposed to be a clock.
Oke, cuman seperti itu. Coba ini tanya divernya.
Excuse me, Mr.
Duto, Jacques Duto, at your service.
Have you seen Emmett Brown?
I'm looking for a friend of mine, Emmett Brown. Tall young guy, reddish brown hair.
Distracted look.
That's him. Any idea where he went?
He just passed by here with an older gentleman. I think they were headed into the House of Glass.
Great, thanks.
House of Glass. Ini kah? Oh, ini dia.
Hey, Emmett, come out
Oh,
of there.
bersama
Don't
mertua.
listen to him.
Waduh, tidak bisa mendengarkan suara kita.
Perfect.
Coba kita masuk.
Insert ticket to enter.
Waduh, harus ke Arthur dulu kah?
Hey, Artie,
What do you think? Quite a setup, huh?
the expo? Sure, but I was wondering.
Emmett in the glass house. Can we delay Emmett demo? Can you get Emmett back open? Emmett in glass house.
Emmett's in the glass house with Carl Sagan.
Then you found him. Oh, good.
It's not good. Sagan's gonna make him miss his demo.
What are you, his mother? I'm sure he can take care of himself.
Can we do Emmett demo? Can we get back open?
Edna Strickland got Officer Parker to close Emmett's booth down.
What? Why?
She claims his invention is dangerous.
Is it?
That's not the point.
You must be able to get Emmett back
Is there
open.
anything you could do to get Emmett's booth reopened?
I am afraid not. This may be a wondrous land of tomorrow, but it's still within the jurisdiction of the Hill Valley Police Force. Maybe you should talk to Officer Parker.
He says there's nothing he can do as long as Edna's got clout in Hill Valley.
She does have that.
Oke, coba keluar.
See you around.
Sign.
Algae
Oh,
cakes!
apa kesini?
Miracle food from the swamp lid!
How about an algae cake?
Sure thing, mister.
Wait a minute. You're the guy that makes the algae cakes? But I thought you couldn't stand them.
Hey! You're the guy that tried to pick up on my Eunice!
Oh, for the love of...
No algae cakes for you, Buster!
Astaga, agak cakes. After
Algae cakes
sign.
taste so good you'd swear they was bad for...
Experience the wonder of the continuo phone. Well, it's already got me wondering how the heck to pronounce it.
Nggak ada tiket kah?
Oh yeah, ticket.
Harus minta siapa ini? You need ticket to visit some online spot at the expo. You can acquire ticket at the information booth. Oh,
Algae
harus
cakes!
minta trik sih
Miracle food from the
ternyata. Kalau
swampland!
after tidak
Get
bisa.
your algae cakes!
Oke, kita ke
Hi,
trik
Trixie.
sih.
Now, what can I do you for?
Tell me what trick about oh ini.
Look, Trixie, I found Emmett. He's in the glass house with Doc, Carl Sagan.
Oh, good. That's nice.
We've got to get him out of there.
Aren't you being a little dramatic? It's an exhibit, not a prison.
Tell me about attraction.
So, which exhibits do you recommend?
The most popular attractions are the glass house, the future furnishings, and of course, enlightenment under the sea. You know who that is under the diving helmet? That's Jacques Duteau himself. Of course, you need to get tickets if you want to see the main attractions.
How do I get
How
ticket?
much are tickets?
Aw, put your money away. Here, you're kind of like family now, you know?
Thanks.
Oke, terima kasih. Kita keluar
Thanks.
ke glass house untuk menyelamatkan Emmet dari Emmet juga, tapi Emmet tua dan Emmet muda. Ya, seperti inilah rumit Emmet bertemu Emmet. Kita buka inventory, export tiket, kasih ke glass house. Oke, akhirnya bisa masuk ke glass house. Model living of the future.
Welcome to the Atlas House of Glass, the future of domestic life.
Okay, Emmett, let's get you out of here. Emmett! Emmett,
Oh,
don't
ternyata
listen
kita
to him.
bisa
He's
lihat dari
crazy.
atas.
I'm
Tapi
still not
sepertinya
sure
tidak
about this
dengar.
business proposal, Mr. Sagan.
Let me explain it again.
Atlas Glass, unbreakable and soundproof.
Soundproof glass. Great.
Our living space can be configured to meet the needs of any family. Need a private study? Simply slide the walls in, or slide them out again to create a spacious banquet hall.
Oke, ini suruh ngapain ya? You can get anywhere you want in the modular home without the villa as long as you can figure the walls correctly. A picture the glass floor can help you get grasp of the situation. To move the wall at the bottom of the stair, you need to rearrange the walls on the top of the stair. Look through the window in the floor to see how the walls intersect. To move on the button, ini tidak bisa. Oh, apa dari sini? Oke. Terus harusnya bisa ke sini. Apa gimana ini? Coba. Nah, sekarang udah bisa. Waduh, banyak sekali pintunya. Oke, ini ada pintu lagi. Coba kita buka. Oh, ini nggak bisa gara-gara ini. Kita tutup dulu. Nah, ini baru kita buka. Oh, masuk apa kita buka ini?
This is more complicated than it looks. When I moved that first wall,
Oke, ini udah kita tutup. Coba ini kita buka.
Something's blocking it.
Something blocking it. Apa tadi? Oh, ini handle-nya. Terus gimana ini? Apa harus kembali lagi? Oh, oh ini keblok ini ternyata. Sepertinya harus kita tarik ini.
I'll bet I can get all the way down to the other side of the glass house now.
Kita coba pakai bisa. Oke, akhirnya bisa. Wah, masih tidak bisa mendengar. Kalau saya akan melihat kita, waduh, dibuat pingsan ternyata si amat muda sama amat tua. Kita harus cepat menyelamatkan ini. Waduh, salah. Ini pintu terakhir. Oh, harus kita tutup dulu ternyata pintu yang merah. Rada rumit ini. Coba bukain dulu. The longest on the house. You have to close the way to the star. Oke. Waduh.
I can't force my way up. Something's blocking it.
Ini yang biru. Jadi tambah rumit ini. Harusnya sudah bisa ini, tidak keblok. Nah, terus, oh ada pintu rahasia ternyata.
Emmett? Where'd you take him now, Doc?
Akhirnya kita bisa keluar.
Greetings again, mortals.
Wow,
This
acaranya
is
baru
Tiffany, Muse of Progress.
dimulai.
Hoping you're all having a
Mau.
swell time taking in all the exhibits. Don't forget, you can purchase tickets to our main attractions right here at the information booth.
Mr. Ernest, wah, ternyata sudah diganti urutan rosternya. Kita bukain lagi. Where has it started? Emmett? No. Can you spot a confirmed hiding place? Someone says on poster. Talk to deep sea diver. Oh, ini dia si divernya.
Excuse me, sir. I'm looking for a tall, thin, older gentleman. He might have been with a tall, thin, younger gentleman.
I know just who you're talking about.
Oh, ini dia
Just
suaranya
left
si
about
Carlson.
a minute ago. If you hurry, you might catch that.
I know you are.
I know you're in there, Doc.
Doc? Yes, I am a doctor of marine biology, but I fail to understand what you're...
Quit fooling around, Doc. What have you done with Emmett?
Stop! Help! I'm being attacked!
Harry! What are you doing? You can't assault the exhibitors!
You don't understand. He's kidnapped Emmett.
The boy's obviously confusing.
I'll say he is.
You want I should toss him out on his ear?
That won't be necessary. Do you know who that is? That's Jacques Duteau of the Oceanic Institute.
No, it's not. It's...
Please, keep it down. The Expo went through a lot of trouble and expense to secure Professor Duteau. We can't afford to antagonize him.
But
if you've got a complaint against him, we can straighten it out after the show. But if you make another scene like that, I'm afraid I'm gonna have you expelled from the hall.
Professor the Talk, take off your hat. What do you do with Emmett?
Where'd you stash Emmett? In the diving bell?
It's called a bathysphere.
Aha! So Emmett is in the bathysphere.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Let me look in the bathysphere.
I think I'm gonna take a closer look at that bathysphere.
Not without a ticket, I'm afraid, sir.
Hey! Is this guy trying to bum a free ride?
No.
See that you don't. Feels good to be on the right side of the law.
Rise the bathysphere.
Take a ride in a bathysphere. Your bathysphere. I'd like to see the inside of it.
Can't get in without a ticket, I'm afraid.
Coba keluar.
You're not gonna get away with this, you know.
As they say in my country, que sera, sera.
Event palahin. Disco tiket. Aku yang terstart.
Here's my ticket. I want to see inside that bathysphere.
I don't think so.
What do you mean? I've got a ticket. You have to honor my ticket.
It's the wrong kind of ticket. Sorry.
Oh, give me a break.
Apa ini maksudnya? Buka lagi hintsnya. Kita lompat ke Arthur. How the driver refused to take your ticket. Oh, kita harus lapor ke Arthur karena the driver menolak tiket kita.
Tastes so good you'd swear they was.
Hey, Artie.
Emmett step in the bathysphere. Oh, ini dia.
This ticket should get me into any exhibit on the floor, right?
Sure, that's a P ticket.
Well, the guy at the aquarium is refusing to honor it.
There must be some mistake. Come on, let's straighten this out. Professor
Sekarang kita
Dutot, this
didampingi
young man
Arthur
claims you refused
agar
to take
bisa
his
masuk
ticket.
bathysphere.
Not at all. I am only too happy to take his ticket. Please, climb the ladder, and I will raise the bathysphere.
Finally, kita bisa masuk bathysphere-nya.
Mon Dieu, what is the matter? The gears, they must have become stuck. I am afraid I cannot raise the bathysphere at this moment.
What a shame.
Yes, it is. Well, I will work on the problem. Perhaps if you come back later. Come down, please. The
Aduh. Kita points lagi. Kita lompat. From the platform, stuck on the bathysphere air hose.
The sphere exhibit is currently closed for. Step back! You're tripping the hose.
What does it matter if there's nobody in the bathysphere?
It's very bad form.
Oh, sorry.
Next up on our roster, a man who saw the possibilities in pond scum. Welcome, Ernest Philpott.
Sekarang udah giliran kedua ini.
It's an old
Tinggal dua lagi. Tinggal satu lagi.
It does if there's somebody inside the bathysphere, but I thought you said there wasn't anybody in the bathysphere.
There's not.
Terus buka hints. From the platform, step on the air hose with the.
I command you untrim that hose.
Funny, you'd think it was you who was running out of air, not the guy in the bathysphere.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's as if you two were connected somehow.
Agricultural revolution of the 20th century. Algae is just loaded with healthful properties.
Step
Vitamin
off
A through J,
the hose.
along with enough protein to
Raise the
shoot a
bathysphere,
horse.
Doc.
I
Till now, people haven't been getting
Then
the
neither will I.
benefit of all this nutrition on account of the less than
Oke, kita
advertising nature
biarkan
of the
dulu
algae
seperti ini.
herself. But sweetened with
untuk melihat apakah Dr. Emmett ada di dalam yang muda.
Presents a package that is chewy to the mouth and bursting with delightful fresh flavor. I invite each and every one of you to come by
There,
my
see?
booth at
It was just a malfunction after
here in
all.
the main hall and sample and Outatime. I thank you.
get you out of there.
Akhirnya kita bisa menemukan Dr. Emmett muda.
Emmett Brown? Then it was true.
Dr. Emmett melarikan diri.
Hey, he just took that guy's wallet. I think he took his wallet.
Oh, remind me not to become an oceanographer. I guess I must have a touch of claustrophobia. Never should have gone in there.
Well, we've all got problems. Now, you'd better get back to your booth
Funny
before...
thing is, I don't even remember going in there. Last thing I
Apakah ini
recall, I
efek
was in
obat
the glass house talking to Carl
misalnya?
Sagan. Did you know he's really a scientist?
I'd heard. What did he say to you?
Oh, he had some sort of spur-of-the-moment business proposition. It was all very rush. I never got the details. It would have meant leaving before the expo was over, so I told him that... Say, where'd he go? Do you know?
Carl Sagan? He had to leave. One of his experiments blew up on him.
No, I know how that is. What's this?
Oh, yeah. Edna made Detective Parker shut down your booth. He says he can't go against her.
Oh, yeah?
Unless we dig up some dirt that'll discredit her in the eyes of the law. So that's what we'll do.
Thank
Saya
you,
ingat panggung
Ernest.
lagi.
Do be sure to drop by his booth and sample an algae cake. I have, and it was very interesting. I will be back later to highlight another of our fine exhibitors. See you soon.
Nah, tinggal ini Daniel Parker terus Emmett Brown. Kita terus suruh ngapain? You may pick up something nice for yourself when you there. How about a potted plane? Still upset about Edna meddling? Get your mind off your trouble at the future for his exit. A stroll around. Apalagi ya ini?
Hiya, folks.
Trixie says the future furnishings exhibit is worth checking out.
Ini clock. Masih sama.
Welcome to the world of tomorrow, where a man's home is truly his castle. Here, gratification is just always a push
Oh,
of a
ini
button
kita
away.
tukerin gitu.
This plant doesn't belong here. There's nothing futuristic about it.
Oke, kita keluar untuk menukarkan potted plane-nya dengan yang device. Dengan yang recording.
Hey, don't walk off with the recording plant. It's the only one I got.
Oh, masih tidak bisa ternyata. Terus bukain. Can you find a record device at the fixture? Sort the file from the future furnishing aspect within the bookcheck vessel a packer box.
Now,
Nah, ini dia. Akhirnya kita tukerin.
What?
the next exhibitor on our list is Officer Danny Parker of the Hill Valley Police Force. Officer Parker is going to demonstrate a few of the many marvelous tools that our boys in blue will soon have at their disposal. The criminal element has truly met his match today. Officer Parker? It seems our next exhibitor is unavoidably detained, but I'm sure his presentation would have been both enlightening and exciting. How about a round of applause just for the heck of it?
Oke, terus bukain kembali. Right now you got a book, but where's the planet? You might will only talk freely is believe she's got perfect precision. The book flows in the pawn vault.
Hello, Schmier.
Now, can you please leave me alone to do my job?
In a minute, I'm not quite through yet.
Okay, call me a snoop.
Terus use the pawn in the future furnishing put the plus call for it. Nah, coba ya kita ke pawn boardnya.
Would you like to place a call?
Yes, I'd like to talk to...
Unfortunately, this phone booth only accepts incoming calls.
Apa itu? Now that you got the receiving and all set up, where to press the call. The home computer will be equipped with a lot of push button conventions. Using the phone computer furnishing but the press call for it. Nah. Apakah masuk ke sini lagi? Push on the future.
Welcome to the world of tomorrow, where a man's home is truly his castle. Here, gratification is just always a push of a button away.
Console. Ini apa ini? Konsol, phone button.
In the house of the future, phone conversations will be completed in the privacy of the personal phone helmet.
Please recite the phone number you wish to dial, or say hang up to terminate your phone helmet experience.
Phone of the future.
Contact 4253.
Jeez, always with the phones. Yeah?
Carl Sagan.
This is Carl Sagan.
Ooh, the mysterious Mr. Sagan. What do you want?
Can I talk to Edna?
Can you put Edna Strickland on the phone for me?
Sure thing, Mr. Sagan. Hey, Strickland! Somebody actually wants to talk to ya.
Mr. Sagan? What happened? I thought you were distracting Emmett.
I was? Oh, yes, of course I was.
Then why is Emmett standing here, valiantly trying to convince Detective Parker that he should be allowed to go through with this ever so dangerous display of wrong-headed technology?
What can I say? I was outsmarted by that wily Yakov Smirnov.
Well, that puts a crimp in our plan.
Yes, our plan. About that plan.
Tell me about our plan, Mas Ahmad, like of Yakov Smirnov. Tell me about our plan.
I'm a little unclear on the details of our plan.
Unclear? But it's your plan.
I mean, I'm worried that you're a little unclear on the details.
You were supposed to keep Emmett distracted, but it appears that you've been foiled by Mr. Smirnov.
What can I say? He's too smart for an old fogey like me.
So I see.
The plan of change.
There's been a change of plan.
What?
Yes, I've changed my mind. I think we should let Emmett go through with his demonstration.
But you told me it could be dangerous, and that Yakov Smirnov was a foreign agitator, that the only way I could get Emmett back would be to scoop him up after his dreams were shattered, and so on and so forth.
I said a lot of things, but I was a little crazy at the time. The important thing is, now I think you should let Emmett go ahead with his little demonstration.
Oh, I get it.
What?
It's Comrade Smirnov, isn't it? He's gotten to you.
No! I really want Emmett to go ahead with his demo.
Don't worry, Carl. You can count on me.
Like you want to fly? Where's Emmett? Let's Emmett go talk with his
Edna,
flight.
listen to me. You have to let Emmett go through with his demonstration.
Smirnov's listening, isn't he?
No, listen.
Listen, Smirnov. I don't know what you're holding over Mr. Sagan, but there's no way I'm ever letting that contraption you've talked my Emmett into building get off the ground.
You're the super.
Regarding, you know what?
You know what?
The little matter we were whispering about yesterday.
Oh, that! As a matter of fact, I'm glad you brought it up. I was thinking, wouldn't it be a good idea to pin it all on Yakov Smirnov?
Pin what on him exactly?
You know, it! Oh, I get it. You're still sore about going to jail. That was the dog's fault. If he hadn't come galumping up to me right after I started the fire, I could have gotten clean away, and I never would have had to divert suspicion to you.
She's the speakeasy arsonist.
Carl, is somebody with you?
No, it's just you and me. You know, I don't think I ever asked you why you burned down all those speakeasies.
Why? Because no one else was doing anything about them. Every night they'd open up their doors serving illegal drinks and loose women, flaunting their depravity to the world, and the authorities did nothing. So I did what any right-thinking, rock-willed woman would do. I took action. Oh, and such a gorgeous action it was, too. The fires were so beautiful. The alcohol made them go up in such pretty blue flames. Where was I?
You were explaining why you burned down the speakeasies.
Yes. Did you find my answer to your liking?
It was very revealing. Hang up.
What?
From Speakeasy.
Jeez, Edna was always a loon. I hope that confession's good enough for Parker.
Kita sekarang ke Parker karena ada rekamannya.
Hiya, folks. It's me, Techni, Muse of Progress, gracing you once again with my presence. And speaking of presents, what better gift could Hill Valley offer the world than this magnificent science and technology exhibit, eh, folks? If you haven't done so already, I urge each and every one of you to take a peek at Furnishings of the Future, right here in our main hall. Tickets are available from me, Techni, at our information desk.
Sekarang waktunya Dr. Ahmed presentasi. Kita ke Parker dulu untuk kita mengambil bunganya dulu ya. Recording device.
You know, I don't think I ever asked you why you burned down all those speakeasies.
I think a lot of people are going to be interested in that answer.
Okay, yes. Follow the truck and support part of any plan. Use the floor Parker to pay back at no confession. Ini kita kasihkan ke Parker recording device-nya.
Oh.
Untuk bukti.
Hey, Danny.
Do you mind, comrade? I'm busy trying to keep Emmett from letting you lead him into the biggest mistake of his life.
Mistake? My biggest mistake was...
This'll only take a minute.
Our plant recorder. It's not a good idea to steal police property, you know.
Listen.
You know, I don't think I ever asked you why you burned down all those speakeasies.
Why? Because no one else was doing anything about them.
Edna? You're the arsonist?
Detective Parker, surely you're not going to believe this crudely manufactured forgery of a recording.
I'm not sure what to believe, ma'am. But based on this crudely manufactured forgery, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to come down to the station to answer a few questions about your whereabouts on the night of the speakeasy fires.
Emmett?
You're on your own, darling.
Oh, very well. Heavens, what's that?
Sekarang giliran si Edna yang melarikan diri.
Really stop falling for that.
Not to sound callous, but does this mean I can demonstrate my invention?
Let's take that as a yes.
Membakar Speakeasy.
Greetings and salutations to all our honored guests. I am Techni, Muse of Progress, and it is my pleasant task once again to highlight one of the great minds who was hard at work building a better tomorrow.
I think that's me. I'm next on the roster.
But are you ready?
No, I don't have a choice. Did you bring the static accumulator?
Oh, right. Here you go.
Great. Come on, let's get up there.
Has been hard at work dreaming up gizmos and banging them together in his garage. And who knows? One of this kid's gizmos just might take off and change the life of everybody in town. Could it be the very thing he's brought to share with us today? This wouldn't be the first time the world was changed by a kid barely
That
out in
ought to do it.
They say
Are the
that
block
those
bearings
are
all in the raised position?
His first
Block
hit
bearings,
today.
block bearings.
Folks are still humming his
Raised
stuff
position,
today.
check.
Joan of Arc got
Then it
his
looks like all systems are go.
Ini awalnya DeLorean ya,
Hold your Snickers.
Don't have to.
sebelum jadi seperti sekarang.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Emmett Brown.
Objection!
Oh, siapa ini?
Objection, Your Honor! I hereby demand that the scientific demonstration of one Emmett Lathrop Brown be terminated and forfeit by
Ayahnya
reason
Emmett
of
kah?
insanity. I declare him to be in contempt
Oh
of
iya
me,
bener,
his
ayahnya Dr.
father.
Emmett.
Where is he? Hand him over this instant! can't hide from
Recall
justice.
Emmett and such Brown. Buka hints. Emmett and his father are badly in need of good family counselor. Emmett and his father may have more in common than they think, but they won't know it unless you point it out to them. Kita ke Judge Brown dulu.
You don't think you can shelter him?
Emmett gone, biasanya you making a scene. Emmett's gone.
Emmett's gone. You just missed him.
Young man, I've been sitting on the bench of Hill Valley Criminal Court for 15 years. I can smell a dissembler a mile away. Now, are you going to turn him over, or will I have to use force?
Don't antagonize him.
Well, if you're not gonna say anything,
So he is up there with you.
Thanks a lot.
Son, I order you
Waduh,
to come
kita
down from there
ketahuan.
this second. You dare to disobey a direct order?
Kita ke Judge Brown lagi.
I want to speak to my son.
Emmett's not ready to talk to you directly.
I suppose you're his mouthpiece.
I guess so. Yeah.
He mentioned map, you intimidating him. Can this wait?
Can't you two have it out later?
You mean after he's gone through with this ridiculous stunt?
Yeah.
No!
You intimidating him?
If I can say so, sir, the problem is you're coming on too strong. You intimidate him.
I don't intimidate him enough. That's the problem.
He mentioned met up.
You can't talk him out of it. His mind is made up.
So, if talking won't work, there's always thrashing.
Exit.
Stay right there.
I'm not going anywhere.
Kita ke Emmet muda.
Fear!
Emmett.
I'm not talking to him. There's no point.
Kita jadi penengah ayah dan anak. Pet the bird, what's your plan? He's going to give you a free trip.
Maybe he'll give you a fair chance to explain yourself. He is a judge, after all.
Yes, a judge who's already passed sentence. He won't listen to me. He never has.
I'll be right back.
Masih sama.
Emmett.
I'm not talking to him. There's no point.
What's your plan?
So, what's your plan?
I just stand here like this indefinitely. After a few centuries, the process of petrification will set in, and that'll be that.
Okay, that is a plan.
Bite the bullet.
Just go deal with them. What have you got to lose?
That's what they said to Custer.
Okay, exit.
I'll be right back.
Kita ke
I'm
Judge
counting to
Brown
four.
kembali.
So, is your client prepared to make a statement?
He say you won't listen.
He says it's no use talking to you. You never listen?
That only shows how pig-headed he is. Of course I'll listen. If he can justify his craziness, I'll be only too happy to indulge it.
Stay right there.
Kita ke Emmet lagi.
Emmett.
I'm not talking to him. There's no point.
He promised to listen to you.
You heard him. He said he'll listen to you.
Well,
At least give it a shot.
Father,
Son?
you've never understood the first thing about me. All you want to do is step on me, squelch my natural instincts. You don't know what it's like to be
But
young.
You understand.
You don't know what it's
You're a
like to
big
have
overgrown
dreams, to have
baby who
ambitions
wants
so
everything
great
his
and
own
so
way.
powerful that they've
Squelched
got a
you.
life
I
of
should
their
have
own.
squelched you
And it's
instead of
all
letting
you
your
can do
mother
to hang
indulge
on for
every
dear
word of
life
your
while they
academy
gallop on
wit.
where they must.
Keep my name.
This
Talk it up
is
beyond you,
America,
Snyder.
Pop.
If
And
I
in
was a little
America, a
age, my
person
father
doesn't
would have
have
given
to
me
do
a
what his
sound
father
thrashing.
did.
And
Isn't
good
that
for
why
him.
you came to America? To live where there wouldn't be so many rules? Well, we talked. Are you happy?
Coba buka hijau lagi. Masih sama. Kita ke Emmet lagi coba.
Emmett?
Here to play peacemaker again, Pollyanna?
He only you cause of you.
Deep down, he's just worried about you hurting yourself.
No amount of physical pain could equal the pain he's already inflicted to my spirit.
It might seem impossible, but it's
I
not.
don't know. I think you two are on the verge of a breakthrough.
This book is done his book.
Okay, so he's got a strong personality.
Strong personality. Lord save us from strong fathers. Why couldn't I have been born to a nice, wimpy milquetoast?
Yeah, well, that's no picnic either. The important thing is, fathers can change.
Says you.
Okay, exit. Kita ke Josh, bro.
Please, you gotta get out of Emmett's way.
I have yet to hear a compelling or even coherent reason why.
He is not like that. It's important in the future.
Look, Your Honor, you don't see it, but there's an awful lot riding on Emmett's demonstration.
All the more reason why I've got to put a stop to it. Look me in the eyes, young man. I expect you know my son pretty well by now. Do you seriously think his exhibition is going to be a success?
Yes.
Sure, sure it will.
Ha! You know as well as I how it'll end. Disaster!
Maybe, and maybe not, but even if it does, I mean, isn't Emmett entitled to make a few mistakes?
Emmett has exceeded his quota for one lifetime. It's my job as his father to see to it there are no more mistakes.
It's important to Emmett.
See, Your Honor, it's just that this demo is so important to Emmett.
A childish kerfuffle. He'll forget all about it in 2 weeks' time.
That's what I'm afraid of.
Emmett like the other
Emmett's
people?
just...
Stubborn, willful, single-minded, incorrigible, and obsessed.
Okay, but if you look at it from the right angle, those traits are kinda... good.
That may be your angle, Sonny, but I'm not so sure it's the right one. Make no mistake, those are traits that lead to trouble. He gets them from his mother.
Emmett from he needs freedom.
Emmett's just trying to make a name for himself. Maybe things were different when you were a kid, but nowadays you gotta take chances.
What do you know about taking chances? Try moving to a strange country where you don't speak the language with only $2 to your name.
You?
You bet your socks, me! And I made out all right, too.
How'd your dad feel about it at the time?
Papa? He was fit to be tied. He called me a disobedient little...
Your father did not understand you either.
So your father didn't approve of you coming to America?
Well, Papa never really understood the younger generation. He came around a bit in the end, but by then it was too late to. Tell him I'll listen to him. I want to listen to him. If he wants to talk.
Okay, kita kasih tahu ke
Emmett?
Emmett. It may seem bad, but it's not. This book is written bad. So with you, he say, you like your mother.
He says you get your stubbornness from your mother.
Well, that's the limit. He's not satisfied with insulting me. He's got to drag my mother through the dirt, too. Mother isn't at all like me. She's gentle and sweet and endlessly patient. If anything, I'm more like... skip it.
What did you just say?
You were starting to say that you're like...
Skip it.
Can it be that you and your dad?
No, next subject.
Emmett, stop being a dope. You've got your pride, okay, I get it. And so does he, but what's the harm in trying to make peace with the guy? He's your family, and family's important. Sometimes it's, well, even more important than we realize.
May I come up?
Nah, ini sudah masuk ke cutscene. Akhirnya.
You think my new invention is a disaster waiting to happen?
Yes, I do. And I'm here to say, if any son of mine is going to make of himself a public disaster, I insist on being there to support him.
Pop,
Akhirnya ayah
you're gonna
Emmet
change your
mensupport
tune once you see this baby go airborne.
Emmet
You see, the force
dengan
field generated by the static
penemuannya ini.
accumulator. Marty, give Trixie the signal. We're ready for liftoff.
Oh, good. Ladies and gentlemen,
Akhirnya
thank you
sudah
for
siap
bearing with us through
Marty
that
untuk
unavoidable delay. And now the Hill Valley
Emmet
Expo is pleased as
untuk
punch to present Mr. Emmett Brown
memberikan
and his
atau menunjukkan hasil
electrokinetic levitator.
penemuannya di expo ini. Semua saja berhasil, tidak ada kendala. Karena ini sepertinya awalnya DeLorean terbuat dari sini ya. Akhirnya berhasil karena mobilnya bisa terbang. Seperti yang kita tahu sekarang, DeLorean juga bisa terbang. Oh, ini ada konsolnya. Si Marty keluar untuk menemui Volkswagen gitu. Oh, ternyata kejar-kejaran dengan polisi ini sekarang. Oh, bukan ternyata.
I thought I could change her. Things could be different.
Oh, ternyata masih Edna yang di dalam DeLorean.
Forget about it. Come on. We gotta find a way to stop her before...
No, don't come any closer.
Doc!
Go away!
Waduh. Sekarang giliran dokter yang mau hilang.
Marty!
Ouch. Dokter M tertabrak.
Oh my god! Doc! Say something.
Chromium, lithium,
Semua saja tidak terjadi apa-apa
titanium.
karena bisa berpengaruh
Okay,
dengan Emmet yang sekarang.
Newspaper.
What? You mean... Gonna get you to a hospital, Doc. You're gonna be okay.
Yes. Oh, I think I am going to be okay, Marty.
No, come on, Doc. Doc, don't do this. Don't go.
Waduh, dokter Emmet yang tua menghilang. Apakah yang Emmet sekarang yang muda juga ikut menghilang?
Come back.
Valley-nya kenapa ya?
Doc?
Oh, ini ternyata Doc Emmet Brown muda.
Marty, have you been out
Tidak
here the whole
hilang,
time?
selamat. Berarti tidak terjadi apa-apa dengan
Is it
Emmet
over
yang sekarang.
already?
Oh, it's over all right. You missed a very wild party. I'm afraid I've been banned from the expo for the
berarti
next
tidak
50 years.
mempengaruhi dengan
If I were you, I wouldn't
waktunya
go
ya.
back in either. At least not until all the broken glass
Hanya
is swept
Emmet
up.
yang Volkswagen saja yang menghilang.
What was I thinking? Naturally, the ionic wind generated by an electromagnet of that size would play havoc with a merely mechanical steering mechanism. We need a much more advanced control system. I wonder if we could find a way to translate the body's own gravitational field into electrokinetic force. One might be able to direct the ionic current simply by shifting one's weight. Oh, great Scott, that's it!
What about your Voldemort? What about your father? What comes next?
So, what comes next?
Work, work, and more work. A few more stumbles, followed by a breakthrough or two. The way I see it, it's those little mistakes along the way that advance us along the pathway of knowledge. Come on, there's no time to lose. Let's get back to the lab and... I'm sorry, is something wrong?
Yes.
It's a long story. Let's just say I lost somebody.
Oh, how sad. Anyone I know?
Yes, Carl Sagan.
It was, Carl Sagan.
What? The guy who tried to hire me in there? You were friends with him? Strange. But how?
Don't worry about it. It's got nothing to do with you. What?
You're a complete mystery to me, Marty. Where you come from, what you're doing here. But there's one thing I do know. Whatever it is, it does have something to do with me.
Please, Emmett, don't ask any...
What's this? Come on, let me see. I deserve an explanation.
Okay, here it goes.
Okay, here goes.
What's that?
An explanation. But you've got to promise me, don't look at it until you get the key to the city.
Huh?
Emmett!
Just promise.
Emmett! Where are you, my son?
I'll be right there, Pop. Key to the city? I don't understand.
And you can't understand. Not for a long time. It would do irreparable damage to something. Just say you promise.
Okay, I promise. Wait, I will see you again, right?
Guarantee it.
Apakah ini perpisahan terakhir si Emmett dengan Marty? Mobilnya kembali lagi? Atau DeLorean telah kembali? Ini kayak beku dari kutub utara ya?
It worked.
Oh, tapi masih bekerja. Oh, ini Emmett yang asli atau Emmett Brown tahun
you were the
1986.
same Marty. Funny how memory can play tricks on a person. I remembered you being much taller.
How was the ceremony?
Long. You've got a theatrical way of sending messages.
Only way I could do it without messing up your timeline.
Very clever. But what are you doing in 1931?
I can to rescue, I can to restore your prey, I can to stop from you it. I can to rescue you
I came
saja.
to rescue you.
Teenage me?
No, you. But then teenage you got mixed up in it. See, you were in jail and...
Never mind, it's better I don't know. Let's just get back to 1986. That is, unless your presence has caused any other time anomalies.
Me? Nah, no. Well, I'm still a little confused about my...
Ini siapa ini?
Where is he? Where's that no good son of mine? He's not worthy of the McFly name. You see my Artie anywhere?
Artie McFly?
That's the one. Just got a call from Melvin at the city records
Apa ini
office.
kakek
He
buyutnya
tells me the
McFly?
dad blamed fool's gone and got himself hitched to a Canadian floozy. Can you believe it?
Hitched?
Married. I swear, that boy's gonna put his papa in an early grave.
So that's how she got her job back. Ah, he's married the wrong grandma. I mean, Trixie's not my grandma. And if she's not my grandma, I'm not me. Wait, that was great-grandpa Willie. I met him when he was a baby. He peed on me. Holy crap, Doc, I'm gonna disappear again.
Calm down, Marty. You seem reasonably solid right now. Whatever the problem is, I'm sure we can undo it with the help of...
Car!
Oh,
Ini ada
great.
Parker.
How the hell did she get back here?
She?
You? You're not Edna. What's going on here? Is this some plot to put me in the nut house?
No, it's all very simple, Danny.
Oh, I'm sure it is. Tell me, did I or did I not just chase Edna Strickland off in this car?
Not this exact car, but a car just like it.
A car with a nasty habit of disappearing into thin air?
Well,
Wait, Edna Strickland just disappeared in the DeLorean?
If that's what you call it. It made a loud noise, and then wham!
Edna juga
Nothing!
menghilang
Great
karena
Scott!
DeLorean. Wow,
Marty,
jadi seperti
do you have
apa
any
ini
notion
waktunya?
what date she might have jumped to?
none at all, Doc. See, that DeLorean's time circuits are out of whack. They could jump to any date at all.
Oh, this is bad. This is very bad. Let's just hope she jumped into the future. The far future. If she's jumped into the past...
You think she might mess up the time stream? Wait a minute. This is Edna. Of course she would mess up the time stream.
Guys, you mind telling me what the hell you're...
Ini suaranya DeLorean?
Uh-oh.
Apa bukan? Oh, si Parker menghilang. Kotanya juga ikut menghilang, Hilfami. Semuanya juga ikut menghilang. Hanya tinggal Marty dan Dr. Emmett dan mobil DeLorean.
Did we just leave Hill Valley?
No, I believe Hill Valley just left us.
How?
Something must have happened to it. A long time ago.
Apa ini? Oh, ini dengan kakek buyutnya McFly lagi.
Well, now you two looking mighty lost. Hey, what on earth is that thing?
It's an experimental vehicle. Pay it no mind.
Look, maybe you can help us.
Well, so your son and that Canadian? Where's Hill Valley?
We're looking for Hill Valley.
Well, which is it, a hill or a valley?
No, it's a town. It's a town called Hill Valley.
Hill Valley, a town? Say, I think I once heard that there was a town here a long time ago. Don't know much about it, though.
Just as I suspected.
Where did Hill Valley go away? What happened with Hill
What
Valley?
happened to Hill Valley?
Oh, heck, I don't know. That was all before I was born.
Then whatever it was must have happened at least 45 years ago.
Nobody much cares to settle around here nowadays. My dad tried to buy a farm in this area years ago, but he got run off by Scary Mary.
Scary Mary?
Well, that's what we all call her. Lives a couple miles from here. I make a monthly drop at her place. She's a fiend for news. Takes all the papers in the county, never throws one away. Say, if there's anybody who can tell you what happened to Hill Valley, it's her.
Can you direct us to her?
It's imperative that we talk to her.
Sorry, fellas, but I'm pretty sure she won't talk to you.
I can hear her to talk. Can you make her talk? I can get her to talk.
I think she'll talk to me. I'm pretty good with women.
The thing of it is, guys, Mary's older than dirt, but she's also a little tetched, if you catch my drift. She doesn't like strangers.
I'm sure we can handle her.
We'll be very polite. Please, we gotta see her.
Well, okay, if you insist. Take a right turn just after the bridge, then follow the wheel ruts till they come to an end. You'll have to go the last quarter mile on foot. Good luck, and don't say I didn't warn you. I got a notion I'll be kicking myself for sending you up there.
Mary Scary?
Can I drive?
Siapakah itu? Karena Hill Valley tiba-tiba menghilang.
Mary Pickford.
Siapakah ini Mary Pickfordnya? Oh, ini DeLorean tapi sudah jadi perongsokan. Map your vid. No, oh sepertinya ini tulis si Edna atau Strickland yang di dalam, karena kelihatan sekali dari ini ada peringatan. Coba kita ke cabin door-nya. Waduh.
Step away from the cabin!
Pardon us for intruding, madam. We were wondering if you could tell us...
I don't talk to hooligans!
On a very friendly sort.
Doc, that was Edna.
Edna Strickland? Impossible.
This is how she was when I first met her. I had to... Listen, just leave it to me.
Okay, you think you know how to handle her. Just remember, we need to know what happened to Hill Valley, and just as importantly, the precise time when it happened.
Kita coba lagi untuk menghandle si Edna. Ini bagaimana? Tripwire. Waduh.
Hey, Miss Strick.
Who are you?
Martin McFly, Harry Callahan.
Harry Callahan.
That's a foolish name, and I make it a rule not to talk to strangers with foolish names.
But we're not strangers.
How do I know you?
You interviewed me once, I saved your life once, you tried to help us once, you interviewed me once.
You interviewed me once, back when you were young.
Listen, Sonny, I'm an easygoing woman, but I got a few rules I live by. And rule number 1 is, I never, ever talk about the past! Or the future, neither. I don't talk about any day but today.
I guess that didn't go so well.
Of course she doesn't talk about the past, because there's something in her past she's trying to forget. But we're gonna pry it out of her. Go ahead, knock on the door again.
Kita ke pintunya kembali.
What?
It's me again, your old friend.
How do I know you?
Gentleman, I saved you tried to have us one. I saved your life
I saved your life once, a long time ago, remember? Kid Tannen had you tied up.
How many times I gotta tell ya I don't talk about any time but today?
We spent 2 days together.
We spent the day together.
We did? Where?
At the expo.
That's crazy. I've been here all... What day is it?
Tuesday, October 13th, 1931.
October 13th, 1931. October 13th. Something funny about that date. Well, what are you here for?
I know you are, versus Valley. You stole the DeLorean. I bought something for you. Mungkin ini Versus Valley.
Listen, lady, you've got to tell us where Hill Valley went.
Hill Valley? You're standing in Hill Valley. Population 1.
I swear, it should be here now.
You know there's supposed to be a town here today, right?
Might be there was a town once long ago, or might be it was in the future. How many times I gotta tell ya I don't talk about any time but today?
You stole the DeLorean.
You see that car over there? You stole that from Carl Sagan, and you time jumped into the past.
Me? Steal a car? You got a lot of nerve, Sonny. Everyone in town knows that Mary Pickford's the most law-abiding citizen that Hill Valley's ever had. And I don't give a fig about the past.
I brought something for you.
I brought something for you.
What is it? Let me see.
Coba dok.
I brought you him. Him? Who him? Him who?
It's Emmett Brown.
Look hard. Don't tell me you don't recognize your own boyfriend.
My boyfriend?
Yeah, he's He's all grown up.
Come closer, fella.
Marty, what am I supposed to do?
Trust me, Doc. Just go with it.
It can't be! Emmett!
Yes, Edna. It's me.
It is! It's October 13th, 1931! Oh, and you are Emmett!
Akhirnya si
Emmett!
Edna
Oh,
mengingat Emmett.
how did I get so turned around? Have I been dreaming or... Oh, stay there!
It's a classic case of repressed memory syndrome. Once the mental dam is broken, the subject is immediately plunged into the midst of the very scenes she's trying to forget.
Oke, akhirnya si Edna mau keluar rumah dan menemui si Emmett.
Darling, you've come back! Of course I knew you would. An intelligent boy like you wouldn't be one to throw away true love all because of a silly quarrel. I've already forgotten about last night's little tiff. I trust you've done the same?
Of course I have.
Of course I have. What?
Snookums.
Snookums.
Panggilannya aneh sekali,
You're
Snookums.
sweet. But you're still keeping company with this Smirnoff character. I insist you drop him. He's a bad influence. And you've got to stop working on that dangerous electrokinetic... What's this?
Okay.
I suppose now you're miffed with me for forcing Detective Parker to close your booth down. Bitter medicine for you, I know, but I had to do it. And Parker had no choice but to obey my orders. He knows that my opinion carries a lot of weight in Hill Valley, and he'd never... Parker would never... Oh...
Ada apa ini dengan si
What is it?
Edna?
I don't know. Something about Detective Parker. Something that happened to me on October 13th. What could it be?
Can you jog her memory? If we can keep her mind in the past, we may get the full story of Hill Valley's premature destruction.
Kita lihat. When I remember a traumatic incident that was occurring, you know what is right? And then it's good reminder of moments that is fast special. And aku send back to her. Oke, kita ngomong ke Edna.
Here's something that'll make you remember.
Remember what? I don't like to remember. Who are you? What are you doing in my yard, you hooligan?
No, Edna. No yarn.
What?
This is Emmett speaking. It's October 13th, 1931.
Yes.
Oh, kita harus mencoba
Something's
Edna
about to happen.
Oh yes,
atau
something
mengembalikan
big.
ingatan
But
Edna
what?
agar Hill
I'll talk to
Valley
her directly.
kembali lagi.
It'll break the spell.
Buka hints. Convention with you, huh? Tapi pakai apa ini? Recording device.
You know, I don't think I ever asked you why you burned down all those speakeasies.
Why? Because no one else was doing anything about them.
No! Turn it off, you imbecile! If Parker hears that, he'll...
Si Edna
Officer,
baru sadar.
I can explain. It was a trick. I was framed. Oh! He's after me! Ha! He'll never catch me in this souped-up car of the future. Curses! I can't shake him. Well, no use in holding back now. Let's see what this baby can do. And here it comes!
Yes?
Here what comes?
I I don't know. Something really unexpected is supposed to happen right about now, but I'm not sure what. Oh, come to think of it, how can I be expecting something unexpected? Oh, what's going on?
Quick, Marty. We've got to find a way to push the story along before she snaps out of her reverie.
Here they come! The lights! I'm being transported!
Where?
Back! Back! To the past!
What do you see?
Hill Valley! But it's all different. It's so small and primitive. Heavens! Can it be? It is!
Is what?
Grandfather! Big as life!
Marshal James Strickland came to Hill Valley in 1869, shot by...
I know, Doc. We met him in 1885. Remember?
No! I must be mistaken. Grandfather didn't look like that. That man is an imposter! I'm not even sure it is a man! This is all very
Si Edna ini jadi
confusing.
kayak setengah gila
Where
ya
am I?
akibat
Why am I thinking about the past?
pencurian
Get
yang
off
dikejar
my lawn, you
tahun
kids!
1931.
Better find a way to bring back Marshal Strickland quick. We've got to bring this story to a climax.
Buka lagi hintsnya. The cactus will look more like Marshal Strickland when it's topped with a mop and a hop. Cactus.
Looks like a Strickland to me.
Like my little brother, perhaps, but not like my grandfather. Grandfather was much more shaggy.
Edna hits.
This hat doesn't frame her face very well.
Terus tadi apa lagi? Mop. Oh, gini.
Nice fit. Looks like a Strickland to me.
Like my little brother, perhaps, but not like my grandfather. Grandfather was much more shaggy.
Kita tambahin pakai mopnya ke kaktusnya.
Oh, grandfather, how well you look. How well everything looks.
How does everything look? Tell me.
It's a bit rustic, to be sure, but all the buildings are so sturdy and well kept. And the young people of Hill Valley, they're so virtuous and upright. So unlike the degenerate specimens from the 20th century. And I know the reason why.
Why?
They haven't yet fallen prey to the vices of booze and debauchery. They are still in a state of innocence. I think I could learn to like living here. But who's this?
Who?
This big lout swaggering up the street, lips curled in an insolent sneer. He's a newcomer to Hill Valley. Beauregard. Beauregard...
Tannen?
Yes!
Good guess.
Look at him, acting like a big shot, throwing his money around. Stolen money, no doubt. Why can't they see through him? The two-bit phony! And now his plan becomes clear. He's bought a plot of land in town. He's going to put up a
what?
I don't know. It's something I don't like. Something evil.
This is the key to our mystery. We've got to get her memory back in the groove.
Ini masih sulit sekali untuk mengembalikan ingatan Edna. Put the sounds in the outhouse. Sekarang salonnya kita kasihkan ke outhouse.
Talk about a watering hole.
A saloon? In Hill Valley? Oh, he can't do that! Grandpa, you can't let him do it! You can't let that snake ruin paradise! If they're all too blind to stop him, I'll just have to take the law into my own hands. I'll make sure this sinful establishment never opens its doors. I don't know what I'll do, but I'll do something. Something very conclusive.
Coba cek lagi hintsnya. You need to get a bonus stick from the oven. Oh, sekarang baru berguna ini sticknya. Kita ambil warning sticknya. Kita kasihkan atas, coba.
No, you're doing it all wrong. It'll never burn like that. First, we'll need some kerosene. Apply it liberally to the building site. No sense in being parsimonious. And now, watch.
Nah, dibakar ini soalnya.
Beautiful! The devil's handiwork consumed by the fires of righteousness! Burn, you sucker! Burn!
She was never this
Wah,
passionate when we
ini
were dating.
ingatan
What is it that
saat sama
Turn
kita.
away! Don't look!
It's not staying in the saloons. It's spreading to the other buildings in Hill Valley.
My intentions were pure. It wasn't supposed to happen like this.
But it did happen like this, and you've been repressing it all these years because you can't stand to admit that you're
A hooligan! I'm a hooligan!
Sepertinya menjadi stres sekali si Edna atau Anastasia. Jadi rada susah mengembalikan ingatannya.
Here's the story. Black and white and red all over.
Hill Valley destroyed by fire. Started approximately 2 a.m., July 17th, 1876.
Of course, I'm not the real criminal in this story. Am I, Mr. Sagan?
Waduh,
You set me up for a fall. You
Kamu
and
menjadi
Smirnoff.
bahaya
You
ini.
made me steal your infernal car. You made me burn down Hill Valley. And now, by the powers invested in me by the town of Hill Valley, I hereby sentence you two criminals to... You! How much have you heard?
Enough for a month's worth of headlines in the Hayesville Herald. 2 months worth if you shoot those fellas.
I could shoot you too, you know.
But you won't, because that would be against the law. And you never break the law,
Oh,
right?
ini adalah Martin atau tuanya Martin.
This is your cue to skedaddle.
Right. Much obliged.
Baru sadar ternyata si Marty. Oh, kita kembali ke 1876. Dan sekali tahunnya.
There's Beauregard Tannen's half-finished saloon. Sometime during the next hour, Edna's going to light it on fire and accidentally burn down Hill Valley.
I wonder where her DeLorean is.
We'll find it later.
Ini
Right now, we've got to
kejadian
stop that fire. I'll go around back. You
kebakaran
go through the front.
Hill Valley.
Got it.
Dan kita harus menghentikannya agar Hill Valley tidak hilang. Stop Edna from burning down Hill Valley. Kan berarti kita harus menghentikan Edna untuk membakar Hill Valley 1876 agar tidak hilang. Itu yang tadi soal if you want to stop Edna from Hill Valley. Kita harus masuk ke silent. Ini ada yang jaga ini. Window. Oh, ini si Edna lagi mau mulai membakar Hill Valley.
Who's there?
Edna, stop. It's just me.
Mr. Sagan, what are you doing here?
I was gonna ask you the same question, Miss Pickford.
Isn't it obvious? I'm putting an end to your den of iniquity before it starts.
I don't think so, Mary. I don't like shooting women, but no one comes between Beauregard B. Tannen and his livelihood.
Tannen, stop! If you shoot her, she'll drop the torch, and this whole place will burn up. Edna, stop! If you drop that torch, he'll shoot us.
Looks like we're at something of a standoff here, Mr. Tannen.
I don't see a way out. Unless somebody manages to disarm both
Oh,
of you at
kita
the
harus
same
menjatuhkan
time.
How the hell am I supposed to do that?
barrel. Oh, ini dia. Pick a barrel.
Pickle juice. That ought to be handy for putting out torches. It's too heavy to lift. I wonder what's in these. Oh, stop! Quiet! God.
What the hell? Oh, cow crap. There goes all my pickled pig's feet.
Say, that's a
Coba
lovely
ambil
Pickle
satu.
juice. That ought to be handy for putting out torches. It's too heavy to lift.
Masih sama. Kita cek hintsnya lagi. Load the leaf with sandbags to work it down the rest of the world. Oh, ini cari sandbagnya. Diambil dulu.
Man, this thing is not light.
Ini dulu. Oh, I see. Ini dipindahin ke sini. Masih kurang berat. Biar barrelnya bisa keangkat ya. Karung pasirnya kita taruh di sini. Tinggal satu lagi.
It's right over his head, but I can't knock him out while Edna's still holding that torch.
Harus ke sini.
Going down.
Oh,
Looks like your torch is getting a little dim there, Miss Pickford.
It's still hot enough to bring down this little bit of Gomorrah, Tannen.
Mary Pickford?
Don't
oh
tell me
ini
that.
kita ambil sandbagnya. Taruh sini.
All right, physics.
Kita naik lagi. Nah, ini gimana ya? Check inside. Pull the rope tip to the barrel of. Pull the rope. Ini barrelnya udah
What was that noise?
masuk
What
sekarang.
noise? I didn't hear a noise. Say, that's a lovely
Oh,
chandelier. you
terus
got there,
turun lagi.
Tannen.
Nah, sekarang baru pakai loose floorboardnya.
Okay, that was lucky.
Won't be long now.
We'll just see.
Bukanya. Just cut the sandbag loose to back two birds with one shot. Oh, kita kurangin
Why are you
sandbagnya.
dressed like that?
I wasn't.
Caranya bagaimana ya?
Come on.
Got any last words?
I'll see you in hell, Tannen.
You first, lady.
Come on, you
Semua
son
kita
of a...
sempat. Ups.
Who the hell are you?
I'm the diversion, butthead.
Oke. Kita dipukul sama Dr. Emmett.
Nice one, Doc.
Don't tell Clara. She thinks fisticuffs set a bad example for the boys. Now, where's Edna?
Doc, she's gone.
Waduh, ini hilang lagi.
Edna's DeLorean.
We gotta
Apa
stop
dia
her
naik
before she
duluan
gets
lagi?
88 miles per hour. Come on!
Si Edna sungguh
Nothing to be
menyusahkan
worried
ini.
about. You're a smart woman with a strong moral compass. You just need to think your way out of it. Oh, fudge!
Nah, kita kejar dengan
What's she
DeLorean
doing?
juga.
I think she's spouting euphemisms at us. Luckily, the road out of Hill Valley is still pretty rough in 1875. It's unlikely she'll manage to accelerate 88 miles an hour anytime soon.
How are we gonna stop her?
Good question. We can't risk injuring her or damaging the vehicle for fear of altering the timeline even further. Luckily, those diagnostic lights my alternate self put all over DeLorean have given me an idea. Here, take these.
What are these?
Apa
Flux
ini?
synchronization modules.
How do they work?
I generally use them for maintenance purposes, but we might be able to use them to sync up with the alternate DeLorean's diagnostic modules, thus making it possible to link both sets of time circuits and override the time destination of the alternate DeLorean. At least that's the theory, anyway.
That's a great plan, I think.
Best of all, we won't need to weld the modules to the frame. We'll just snap them over the diagnostic lights.
Wait a minute, Doc. You want me to go out there? How the heck am I supposed to do that?
Good question. Let me think. Aha!
A hoverboard!
Pakai
Saved our
papan
hides a few times before,
skateboard.
so it seemed like the appropriate tool to bring along for the job.
Sweet!
You
Oh,
okay?
ternyata papan terbang
It's just
juga.
like riding a bike.
Ready to make the jump?
Ready, Doc.
1, 2, 3, jump!
Whoa!
Oke, kita bisa menangkap DeLorean lagi.
Reception on the wireless.
Great. Where'd you get these?
From Bird's cache of 21st century video game consoles. Now remember, all you've got to do is attach the fluxing modules to those diagnostic lights.
Will do, Doc.
Okay, stop it now from scheduled time. You can get a flux scene onto the passenger check door. Passenger door.
It's locked. Not sure what that'll do.
Kesini kah?
I can't reach it from here.
Just have to climb onto the top.
Climb on the top. Bagaimana caranya? Flux emitter.
Is this the starboard flux emitter?
Yes, now plug in the flux sync.
Oh, kita plug fluxnya di sini.
All right.
Nicely done. Now, aim the sync toward the receiving dish.
I'll try, but it's getting a little bumpy out here.
Where's the weaver? Aduh. Kita ke bumper depan lagi. Flux emitter. Use the arrow to control current. Okay. Waduh. Di sini kena susah sekali ya. Oke, tenang. Tanpa scan. Kita naik dikit. Oke, akhirnya bisa.
Great, that's one flux sync down. 2 to go.
Cek lagi hintsnya. Try moving across the front of the door. Front bumper. Kita pindahkan ke depannya. Sure. Pop Mr. Fusion shot with the windshield wiper. Inventory, insert wiper.
Not sure what that'll do.
Oh, ini dia Mr. Fusion.
Nice work, Mark.
Terus move around behind the door and then up the driver's side to get into position. Nail the flux signs into the darkness model. Kita muter lagi. Bumper. Oke. The driver's side. Oh, ini yang satunya lagi nih.
Made it.
Excellent. Now let's get that fucking right mouse off before she starts making life difficult.
She's been making it easy up till now?
Kita pasangkan flux override-nya ke flux emitter.
Well, here goes nothing, Doc. Whoa!
Perfect. Now aim the focusing towards the receiving dish on my DeLorean.
Receiving dish, check!
Kita arahkan lagi flux emitternya kayak yang awal. Ini rada susah ini. Oke. That's nice. Apakah yang terjadi?
We're almost home, Marty. Just one flux sync left.
Oh, masih ada satu lagi.
Get off my car, you
Mesin
hooligan!
kan.
Edna!
What?
Let me in!
You want in? Fine!
Oops.
Marty, are you all right?
Not really.
Terus kita do it lagi.
What?
Pull over!
No!
Kita lagi
You're in
coba.
a lot of danger!
So are you!
Oh, wow!
Excellent, Marty. Now that you're on top of the DeLorean, you can attach the flux sync to the overhead flux emitter.
Great, Doc!
Kita pasang fluxnya ke flux emitternya.
Ha!
Nicely done. Now aim the sync toward the receiving dish.
Kita putar kembali flux emitternya. Waduh. Oke. Almost. Aduh, ini kesempatan sendiri. Oke, tiga-tiganya udah terpasang.
That's it. Get out of there, Marty.
Phew.
Ups, kita berjatuh tadi disandang oleh Dr. Emmett.
Now what?
Now we take control of Edna's DeLorean with the flux synchronizers, and that's strange.
What?
According to these readings, the temporal cohesion of Edna's DeLorean is decaying at an alarming rate.
English, Doc?
We've got to get Edna home, now! Hold on!
Oh, ini udah dikembalikan ke waktu semula sih kan? Oke, menabrak. Sepertinya Edna tidak apa-apa. akhirnya ditangkap ke kantor polisi
Parker?
oleh Parker.
Then I must be back in. Would you be kind enough to tell me what day it is?
It's the day I place you under arrest for arson, resisting arrest, and being a general all-round pain in the ass.
No! You can't arrest me. Not now. I just got back from the
Oh,
last
ini ada
century.
kita
Would you
juga.
look at that? Edna Strickland, drunk as a skunk.
I'm not drunk, you reprobate. I'm a time traveler.
Sure you are. Oh, I'm loving this.
I'll prove it to you. Come with me. We can do the whole day over if you want. We can fix everything.
We can start by drying you out. Come on, into the station with you.
You can bunk with me, doll.
I'd rather die. Stop it! Unhand me, you dolt!
Well, I guess that's it for Edna.
Yes, I suppose it is. You know, whoever said time heals all wounds didn't know squat about time travel.
What do we do about that, DeLorean?
No need to do a thing. Ever since we synced up the time circuits, the temporal breakdown in Edna's DeLorean has accelerated at an exponential rate. By my calculations, the timeline should catch up with it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now!
What the hell?
Whoa.
Hey, Parker, you're not gonna
DeLorean-nya
believe
menghilang.
this.
See? What did I say? Ready to go home?
Wait, Doc. The timeline's not fixed yet. Look.
Ada Trixie dan Arthur.
Harry, you missed all the fireworks at the expo.
Yeah, so I heard. Listen, I heard a rumor about you two.
I guess we gotta come clean. Ta-da! Hardy took me to Reno last night.
Try to keep a secret in Hill Valley.
Well, you gonna congratulate us or what?
And it's true. My grandpa's married the wrong grandma. I'm done for.
Hey, you feeling all right, kid? You don't look so hot.
You're too young, see the wrong one. It's not alright.
This just isn't right.
Now, I know marrying a Canadian for a work permit isn't strictly by the book, but hey, sometimes you gotta go out on a limb for the ones you love.
Isn't he just the sweetest?
This is the wrong one.
Trixie, you can't marry Artie.
Is this about my past with Kid? 'Cause Artie ain't holding that against me.
That's right, darling. The past is the past.
Yeah, but
I'm fading up.
can you see through me?
Nope, never could figure you out. I thought you'd be thrilled for us.
You don't understand. You're supposed to marry Sylvia Miskin.
But I did marry Sylvia Miskin.
What?
Oh,
You didn't think
Trixie
my real
adalah
name
Vera
was Trixie
Sylvester.
Trotta, did ya?
Don't feel too bad. It was kind of a surprise to me, too.
Wait a minute. You're Grandma Sylvie?
Grandma? Hey, how old do you think I am, kiddo?
But you're so skinny and blonde and... Huh.
Yeah,
You know,
it's
I
amazing
think
what
Oh
a
my
blonde
God.
you as a
she'll do
brunette.
for
I've
ya.
seen you naked. You're Sylvia?
You okay, pal?
Yeah, I'm fine. Great. You kids go off and have yourself a wonderful honeymoon. And don't worry about your dad, Artie. I'm sure he'll come around.
Come around to what?
Oh, ini dia.
To
Marty
approving your
ternyata.
marriage. You seem kind of mad about it back at the high school.
Well, that was before I got a look at her. Besides, as my dear old father Seamus used to say, no sense in getting riled up over something I can't do nothing about. And honestly, now that I met her, I can't imagine a better daughter-in-law than the charming Miss
Atau
Sylvia here.
Aw,
emang.
thank you, Dad.
Oh, ternyata ayahnya.
As for you,
Trixie.
stranger, I'll thank you to not go poking your nose in McFly family business.
Tapi suaranya kayak Marty.
It's been a pleasure, Agent Callahan.
See ya in the funny papers, Harry.
Goodbye, Grandma.
You know, I took some pictures of Trixie in 1931.
Hey, that's my grandma you're talking about.
Oke, baik, kita kembali ke 1986. Oh iya, karena ini
Here we
adalah
are, back in the good old
Dr. Emmett Brown.
1986.
May 14th?
15th. Best to build in a little lag time. Gives you a chance to catch up.
Looks like the estate sale is still
Semoga
going
tidak
on. Hey, don't you want to stay,
Tidak
Doc?
lagi.
You got to stop the bank from selling off all your old stuff.
What are you talking about? Estate sale? Bank? I'm not dead, Marty. Clara and I are having a little garage sale, that's all.
Garage sale? You mean...
Marty, you're back from your trip. Hello, Doc. Selling off the family treasures, eh?
Not quite, but I hope you find something you like.
Speaking of which, did you find what you were looking for?
Yeah, I sure did.
Great! Hey, is that a box of Asimov?
Let me get this straight. Are you telling me you live here now? In 1986?
Well, naturally. Claire and I maintain a part-time residence here. Wasn't that the case when you left?
No.
Strange. I can't imagine not sticking around. After all, I've got my late father's foundation to supervise. If I wasn't here, who'd present the annual Earhart Brown Scholarship for Young Scientists? Something funny?
I'll explain it to you later.
I don't see what's so funny about looking after a family legacy. Oh, almost forgot. I've got something for you.
Dr. Emmett punya sesuatu untuk Marty. Apakah itu?
Happy graduation.
Graduation? But that's not for another... The McFlys of Hill Valley.
An exhaustively detailed history of your family. From your great-great-grandfather Seamus to the present.
You traveled through time to write this?
Well, most of the research was done traditionally, but your grandma Sylvia proved to be something of a mystery.
Which is why you traveled back to 1931, to look for her.
Exactly. Who knew she was singing in a speakeasy under a stage name?
This is great, Doc. Thanks.
It's the least I can do for the man who saved me from making the worst mistake of my life.
Yoo-hoo! Dr. Brown!
Wow,
Hey,
banyak
look.
strike.
Einie!
What's going on? What are you doing with my dog?
The same thing I do every afternoon, silly man. Giving him such much needed exercise. Isn't that right, Einstein?
Hey, Dollface, it's past time for our 3:30.
Coming, sweetie! Oh, Mr.
Kita na menikah
McFly, have
dengan
you
Stephen.
seen my stepson anywhere?
Oh, Biff! I think you're late for an appointment.
Oh, gosh. You're right, Mr. McFly. Hi, Marty.
Don't they make a great little family? You'd never know they met in prison.
Sepertinya salah lagi.
Don't say anything. Let's just walk quietly into the lab and hope there are no more surprises.
Wow. Ada DeLorean lagi.
Doc!
Marty!
Marty sudah tua banget.
You gotta come with me. Back to the future.
Marty, you can't be here. If your younger self sees you, the consequences could be catastrophic.
My younger self? Oh, right. Bring him along too. This concerns all of us.
What do you mean? Does something happen to us?
Do we turn into assholes or something?
Nah, we're fine. But our great-great-grandkids?
What the hell?
Great Scott!
Loh, ada DeLorean lagi. Ada apa ini sebenarnya?
Doc, you gotta come back with me. Back to
Martinya
listening to him,
sudah
Doc.
turun.
It's me you gotta help. If you want to save Jennifer and our 12 kids. What? That timeline was overwritten 5 jumps back.
Doc,
Jennifer's out of
how can there be two more of me here?
I have no idea. By all rights, a space-time continuum should be tearing apart like a cheap dish rag right now.
It already is. What my evil twin and I are trying to say is the future is totally jacked up, and you gotta come with me to save it. No, me.
Wow, ini sepertinya juga Marty.
So, we meet at last. You've altered my timeline once too often.
What's going on, Doc?
Well, we do seem to have a conundrum on our hands. Or 3.
Yeah, Doc, but which one is the real me?
Isn't it obvious, Marty? Come on.
Sepertinya kita harus
Prepare to
mengulang
be erased.
memperbaiki waktu.
Doc, wait! What about the space-time continuum? Yeah, what about my future and mine?
The future can wait. We've got a present to catch up with.
Where to, Doc?
Mr. McFly, thrill me.
Oke, kita kembali lagi ke masa lalu. Oke, ini kayaknya akhir dari Back to the Future Game. Nah, akhirnya kita menemukan game atau ya game yang terinspirasi dengan film yaitu Back to the Future. Terima kasih sudah nonton video gue dari episode pertama sampai kelima ini. Jangan lupa share, jangan lupa like, dan subscribe, dan nyalakan lonceng notifikasinya agar tidak ketinggalan dengan updatean video gameplay atau walkthrough video game lainnya. See you and thank you everyone.